What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And finally, I was able to get this from Target. I've seen it at various different places. I saw it before it hit Target. I saw it at like my local toy store for the same amount. Matter of fact, everywhere I go, it's the same price. It's around $60 or so. Now, that's not what I paid because, well, it's not $60. It's $70. I saw it earlier on at my local toy store for $60. I was like, ooh, I kind of want this. It was like maybe a year or two ago. And I thought, man, this is kind of cool. I'd like to have this, but I didn't want to pay that price at that moment. So I had found it at Target. And again, like the typical thing that you would know or see when you're trying to find something at Target, some items are not online, but they're in the store. And that's a very frustrating thing. I took this thing to the scanner, and it showed me, of course, how much it was and everything, but it didn't show anything about it being online or available anywhere else. Matter of fact, the store that I went to had 3 of them, and they were the only stores that I saw this in. So I said, I gotta get it. And then I actually cashed in on my Target gift cards, so I didn't pay as much as they were really asking for. So I was happy about that, and I was really saving until I got that, so that I can spend less money on what they're asking. So finally, it's in my possession. Robocop and the chair. I already have a Robocop. I'll bring him out. There he is. I got him long time ago. I was happy about him, and he's been on my display for a long time. But now I have the chair, so I'm excited to have this. I think it's going to be the complete look for my Robocop collection, because I also have him and I have Alex Murphy, which I will also bring him out later. But I'm just going to show you the box. As you can see, it has everything else in here. I think it has almost everything that the other Robocop has, minus the gun, the big gun. And then I'll show you the back of it. And that's what he looks like on the back. So you see all these different poses, NECA poses. As you know, Robocop doesn't have hardly any kind of articulation. So it's not much you're going to be doing for Robo except having him stand there. And if you try to do any kind of stop motion with him, it's not going to be too much you can do. But you can let your imagination soar with them. So I'm going to open this up and we'll see what we have. All right, so we got Robocop out of the packaging, and he has pretty much the same thing that, as I showed you, that he had, as I told you, like the other Robocop has. He has the same effects. Let's go ahead and have him stand here. And I like this backdrop, man. NECA gives you nice backdrops. That's really cool, man. I like how you have the trash right there. That is, or the debris, not the trash, but the debris right there by his feet. This is absolutely worth keeping. This right here can be a window, maybe. I don't know. It's just, this is really nice to have. Really cool. So he has this blast effect that goes on the gun. It ports right here. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's right. It ports right here. So he has that nice blast effect, which is really cool. I can dig that. And then, let's see, he has the other head. Of course, you need that. So I basically have 2 of these now. And then he has this thing right here that he uses to grab data out of OCP's machine, or to plug data in, or what have you. Really interesting to have something like this. Why they gave him this to plug in, I don't know. They just basically could use his finger or what, but they gave him this, which he could also use as a weapon. I don't know what they were thinking of. If you hear some extra noise, it's because my son, my little helper over here, is having fun with his figures too. So I don't know why they did this, but anyway, he rarely used it, and it's not meant to be a weapon. But here we are with Robo. Let's get a little closer look at Alex Murphy here. All right, so look at the damage. This is the highlight of this figure, the battle damage. So he is, he's supposed to be getting into the chair. He's supposed to be getting recharged or what have you, to get some type of repairs, because he went through a big battle. I forgot exactly what happened here. He was getting messed up by, let's see, was this Robocop 1 or 2? We got messed up like this. I mean, he got messed up in both of them, but whatever, man. ED209 was doing a number on him and everything. So I think, yeah, the police they were shooting him up and everything in the car park. And I'm not sure what happened, which one it is, but Robocop got messed up in quite a few of them. But we know the articulation is not that great. It's Robocop. It's just that, it's that's all he really does. And then the arms don't go up that high, they go up like this, but he has hardly any kind of articulation. No one is really asking for this. And I also have some higher Robocop figures. Oh, see there? Didn't notice that. But that is something that can be done. You can take that off. I didn't notice that. But what would you replace this with? Because he doesn't come with extra hands. So is there other Robocop features that you can use? I don't know. Interesting. Let's put that back on. That's something. I did not know that. So that's a good thing to know, that you can take that off. All right. So let's see here. All right. So let's see here. Let's look at his knees again. And okay, his feet. Let's take a look at his feet. Hey, look, when his legs go up, you see it goes like this, because that's exactly how he articulates. This doesn't move at all. But the thing about this one is his leg doesn't come out. In the other one, the original or the first one, his leg opens up. So you got the feet that goes like that, and that's it. I like how that moves up and down. So be careful with that. So that's cool how that mechanism is in place to represent the hydraulics of his foot. Alright, so he also has this little natural tilt to the side. I don't know why he has that natural tilt. So you can fix that easily, or you could have him tilted however you want to work it out. I'm going to go ahead and compare him to the other ones before I bring out the other. Here, bring out the highlight. So here's the gun, the big one that he comes with. So I just have this drooped across him. And here's his leg. The leg opens up, has this little compartment here that just pop. So you can put the gun in. I like that. That's really cool. And then putting it back, you just got to be careful when you put it back. And never done this with this weird positioning before. It took some doing to get it back, because it's NECA. It's takes some doing. So you got to push this in, and then there it is. Once you understand how to do it, then it's easier. You just push this in first and then push that in. All right, so that's not that hard. But it's the same thing. Same kind of articulation. Same gun holding hand. Same open hand. Can't really do too much. It's just, that's how he looks. Facial expression, pretty much not the same. Because this one has a more, I don't know what you want to say with that facial expression. You can barely see it because it's all about the battle damage on this one. I don't know. But we'll take him out really quick, because we definitely want to get the other thing in here. So if you want to look at the evolution of Robocop, we have good old Alex Murphy. My man, Alex Murphy. And you know what? I think that it's about time to go ahead and do another Robocop movie. It's about time to go ahead and do another reboot, because that other reboot they did, that PG-13 mess, was some garbage. It was absolute garbage. They did not put much effort into that. I don't know why they chose to make it PG-13. Robocop is rated R and should always be rated R. I mean, I know they had the TV shows, and the TV shows did fairly well because they kept going with the TV shows. They had various different episodes. I mean, a lot of episodes, honestly. And I think they had multiple ones. They just kept going. I didn't realize how many they had. So we had Robocop, Robocop 2, and then we had that PG-13 Robocop 3. And then they just kept going with the PG-13 route. And I just understand why they did that. It worked way better when it was rated R. And it was rated RR. I mean, this guy got blown to smithereens. And I like this figure because this figure, of course, is Alex J. Murphy, but it also gives you, in the packaging, it gives you all the different effects to make it to where he is getting blown up, so you can recreate that scene. And it's grotesque, but I mean, it's part of his story. And I like how they did his knees. His knees are way different. So he is able to get into those positions where he is on his knees getting messed up, and he's got that pose where he has his mouth open and his hand is blown off, and it just looks like, wow. It's a horrific scene. We felt for Alex Murphy. But I believe that they can go ahead and do another reboot, man. Give it another shot. Give it the best shot this time. Don't be afraid to make it rated R. And also, I would like for them to just spend a little bit more time with Alex Murphy. Give us some more time. Let Alex Murphy flourish a little bit. Let us sit with him just a little bit longer. Maybe he's a rookie cop. He's married. He's got a baby on the way. He's got money problems or something. He's trying to make ends meet, and he's really struggling. So he's putting in a lot of hours at the office, at the precinct. He's going on the street. He's doing desk jobs. He's doing double, triple shifts. He's watching the guns in the cage. He's doing all these various different things to just make it to where he's trying to get all that money that he needs for his family, to support his family and take care of some bills, maybe some medical bills or something. Maybe, the baby came and the hospital keeps calling, and they can, instead of just doing montages, just let us sit with them for a little bit. We see the bills, we see him on the phone talking, we see him running the streets, making arrests and all of that. Maybe he's trying to make sergeant or what have you. And, he gets that promotion, and all of a sudden money comes in, and now he's not having to work all those extra shifts or so forth. So you really sit with Alex Murphy for a little bit, and you feel that he's doing the best that he can. And then a tragedy hits. Maybe somebody that he busted a long time ago when he was, maybe he was like trying to get into being a sergeant. Maybe he was trying to get that promotion, whatever he was about to make. I don't know, not lieutenant, but something. I don't know. It could be anything. Like I said, he could be a seasoned cop, it could be a rookie cop, whatever it is, and he's just going through some things, and he needs that help. And he finally does it. And tragedy hits. Maybe somebody he busted a long time ago comes in, and now they're the ones that are going to just do the unthinkable to Alex J. Murphy. And after that, he becomes Robocop. And then now we have two different things. There are two different things that they have to establish with the Robocop movie. I believe that a next Robocop movie should not be afraid to go over 2 hours. Honestly, just so that we can build up Alex Murphy and see him in a way that we have not seen him before. Because we know the story. We know how it is. It's Alex Murphy. He gets messed up and then he becomes Robocop. In the PG-13, they didn't even have him get shot up. They just had the car blow up and that's it, because it's PG-13. And then he becomes Robocop. And then the rest of the movie is him learning how to be Robocop. Well, again, stick with Alex for a little bit. His family, kid, and then all of a sudden after he becomes Robocop, now he really has to decide. Now you're with Alex. Like, ooh, how do you decide on what to do with your family? Like, do you still hold on to your family? Do you still, want them to come around? Do you still want to go to your house? Is it over for you? This is where you live. The unit, the chair, everything else, your power sources, all the different options for repair is here at OCP. So what do? Are you going to have your family come in and see you like this? Do you really want this to happen? All of that stuff will take place. It was there in the movies, but when you really sit with Alex Murphy for a little bit and all the things that he had to go through, and then have him become Robocop, now it hits just a little bit different, because he worked all those hours. He did all that time, worked so hard to provide for his family, and now he's in a situation where he can't even enjoy being with his family. And then maybe to where, look, they made him Robocop, and now they send his family a nice, good financial package or whatever to help them out. And so now he can still help his family while being Robocop, but he still can't enjoy his family. You see what I'm saying? It's a tumultuous situation. It's horrible, but it's something that we would need to have to really feel Robocop, instead of just looking at Robo going, oh yeah, I'll buy that for $1, and all the other nostalgic stuff that we think about. Let's think about him as he's a human. Is he still Alex Murphy? Is he an automaton? What's going on? These memories are popping up from the deep. They're rising up to the surface, and he just doesn't really know what to do. He's just having all this conflicting information and imagery. And then After that, now he's going to go after the folks that did him dirty. And he's going through all the different situations and circumstances. I don't know if you want to redo the situation where the police department was destroying him. OCP said, let's go ahead and get rid of him. It could be that corruption. That also could be in there because Dick Jones had to get got. Dick Jones! I work for Dick Jones! And he got him. He's like, you can't attack anybody who works at OCP. And then the guy said, oh, you're fired. Oh, well, it's different now. So that could work too. So I believe that Robocop could use a redo. Definitely use a redo. Because that one hand, oh my gosh. When they kept that one hand, that one flesh hand, that made no sense whatsoever. Like, everybody understood that made no sense. We understood why they did it, but it made no sense for him to have just one flesh hand. He wants to hold something hot. He wants to lift something heavy. He has to just use one hand because that flesh hand will be of no use to him. Ridiculous. But I like that because they gave this little effect here where he has the gun twirling hand or finger because of his affinity for watching Westerns and having that style and that flair. That's necessary. You got to keep that because that's part of Alex as well. So the quirkiness, the geekiness, nerdiness of him, the lovable man, the husband, the officer, all of that stuff needs to be there in the movie. All right, so that's that. Okay, we got Alex J. Murphy up in this mug, looking like he's supposed to look, on the beat, ready to take on the world, provide for his family, all of that. Okay, then he gets got. Oh no, dang Alex, what the heck happened? Murphy, it's you. And then here we are with Alex J. Murphy with the nice big old gun. Big gun. Big boy gun. That's ridiculous right there. I got another big gun I want to try. Hold on one second. Where you at? I don't know if this will work, but this is the gun I got from my Elite Leader Transformers figure. Now, Elite, what was it? Shozy store, they came through for me. When I made this review a long time ago, I talked about how this gun did not work like it was supposed to work. It was, whoa, what's going on with this? Why does it look so... Oh, I messed it up, man. I think Alex gave it some nice contrast. So, ugh. All right, so this gun right here came from Transformer the Elite Optimus Prime. And you see the lights come on. It does that like that, and then it also pulsates a little even faster. But this part doesn't come on. They sent me a new one. And the whole thing works correctly. So now I have two. And I'd like to see if I can put it in his hand, but I see that it's not at all going to fit in that man's hand. It would be kind of cool to have this be a part of him. Like maybe I can just kind of make it work. Like it does look like something Robo could use, right? But it's just too daggum big, right? That's a big old cannon. I don't know. It's just too much. But we'll try it. I don't know. Somebody might be able to hold this thing in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We'll make it work somehow. All right. So yeah, again, let's just take a look at the battle damage before we get to the long-awaited thing that we've been looking for. Battle damage, you see it's just, little scuffs and scrapes here. Looks cool. Looks great. That is nice. It's got the battle damage here. So he's been burnt. He's been shot at and blown up, whatever. So that's cool. And that's really it. All right, now that we've done that, let's get to the main event here. The main reason why you would want this. The chair. Ooh, man. Oh, the chair. Hold on a second. So the chair has, the knobs here. They don't turn, which they don't need to. I'm glad, because that definitely would be cheap. Sturdy thing here. The chair, of course, is nice and sturdy. You got of course, the monitors reading the vital signs or whatever is going through. The nice cables, long cables that fit everywhere. Or go everywhere here. Right here to the actual chair. And this part that fits him, which Let me see. Let me check the other head. Does it go into the back of his head? Hold on, man. This right here will go into the back of his head. So, you see that? There's no opening in the back of his head. There's no opening in the back of his head. So, what's the point in this? It's not... I mean, this. All right, hold on. I'm a little confused here because this doesn't come off. So what are we doing? Why do you have this here if I can't? It's just to make it look like it's there. We gotta pretend. Oh, okay, fine. We're already pretending, but we gotta pretend. Come on, you're supposed to be making it to where it's like it plugs in there. Okay, so here we are. Chair. It doesn't do anything else here. This doesn't move up as it shouldn't. Pretty well designed. Nice and sturdy. You got him on the monitor there, monitor system, so somebody could be looking at it from over here, from behind, from up front. Somebody can be looking at him. Some small person. Let's just bring AJ from dang, where's she from? I forgot where she's from. Let's bring AJ here. So AJ is just kind of looking at the monitor, looking at Robo, like, okay, what's going on here, Robo? Let me check you out a little bit. And she's just looking. Okay. And then Robo will sit in the chair. And he looks weird with the whole cowboy sit. Hold on, man. You mean to tell me, NECA? What are we supposed to do with this, NECA? NECA, what are we doing with this? NECA, why we gotta have the cowboy look? Okay, hold on, man. And then he doesn't. NECA, what is? That's ugly. That's ugly. No, NECA. NECA. I'm tempted to, no, I was about to say I'm tempted to take this back, but this is not at all ideal. That doesn't connect to nothing. Look at that. This is QC'd up. Quality control. This does not fit right. So even if you did that, he's just sitting here with this little cowboy sitting. Like, hold on, man. Let me look at the back of the box. Let me see. Am I missing something? Am I missing something here?
I don't know.
He stop. Okay, so yeah, he does on the picture have the wide sit, but they even cheated, man. They cheated on this other one. They cheated to where he does. Hold on, man. This don't look right. Oh, they cheated, man. I hate it when they cheat on the photos. Like, so you take a look at that, right? You see how he is. He's tilted to the side a little bit. You got to, change his torso up a bit. And there he is. Okay, there he is. And you can say that's fine if you want to. But I'm not too satisfied with that. I want his legs to not be that way. But there's nothing I can do about that. Well, let me show you what they did on the box. See if I can do this without making it worse. All right, so, man, the lighting. I can't even do that right now. The lighting. And you fell off. Busted. All right, you see that? You see how his legs are? His legs are way wider than that. Way wider than that. You just can't sit him up like that. The further he goes up, the wider it goes. He can't go down because he can't bend. It's just not going to work that way. He has to be able to sit. If he's going to be sitting like this, if you try to get it like that, it's not going to work. I hate it when they cheat like that. I hate it when they cheat in these photos to make it seem like you can do all these things that you really, cannot do. So it's like that, but Okay. All right. Well, let's just do this. Oh, NECA, man. NECA. It's worth having, but, like I said, I'm glad I didn't spend full price on this. Because this right here would have upset me. I bring this thing out. I'm trying to have him sit down. He's got the little wide cowboy sit. All right, so that looks right there. But he just kind of looks like he just sit up. And that's really it. You're just going to have him sitting like this. With his legs up. That's so weird. So you doing it from the side? No, you can't. You have to just pick and choose how you want him to look. It's not going to look accurate. But there it is. He just has his legs out in the wide look. You got good old AJ over here taking a look at his vitals. Taking a look at everything that he's doing. Hold on, AJ. Let's look at you to stand right. Because she's just looking at him, wondering what's going on. Hey, Robo, are you okay? And he's getting that baby food or whatever that he eats. Let's do something like that. All right, so she's looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on with Robo. You all right? Everything okay? Everything functioning okay? Data downloading correctly? Is your AI working? You are the AI, whatever. You got your connection with Skynet. Like, what's really going on? All right, so here we are. That's him just in the chair. All right, let's go ahead and change his head out. Let's change his head out because we want the full effect, right? Pop his head off. Oh, come on. Easy peasy, right? Just a ball joint. Pop it in there. All right, also another thing. You see his neck. It's not like this neck. You see, the neck is black. But it's got all the different components right there. So it's like they took off the sleeve or took off the neck for him. I think that's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, so they definitely take off everything and they expose every bit of components right there. So that's a cool thing. Sorry about that. Dude. All right, so here we are. Both of us are making stuff fall right now. All right, so here he is. Just looking like, fix me up, put on my favorite show, and then leave me alone. And AJ like, hold on, bro. Let me just check you out first. Let me check you out. I'm going to watch my favorite show, which is you right now. And we'll just look at the monitor and see what you got going on. Because I just had you fixed there, AJ. So I'm going to see what's going on with you first. And then afterwards, you can watch your show. Okay? And what have you. And there it is. There is Robocop in his full glory, where he is getting there, getting repaired, looking around, or just sitting there. And that's a nice display piece. It really is. If you're not concerned about him doing too much, you just want this thing to just be there, and you want a figure to sit there, this is the figure that you'll want to have sit there. You're not going to have this guy in there, unless you want to just have him just sitting here, just relaxing. Of course, he's not in relaxed mode because he's got the gun, maybe. And of course, he will definitely not be in the picture because he is absolutely not. So he's just standing there looking at him. Maybe he's dreaming about when he once was Alex J. Murphy. And Officer Lewis is doing what she does by herself. I wish they had a good Officer Lewis in the sequel. But again, not the sequel, the remake. But anyway, the remake, again, was just horrible. The black suit was okay, but not really something we wanted at all. Also, the good thing is they had a mask. They had that mask that came over his face. That was the best thing. That mask, I'm like, yes, please give him a mask, man. We've always wanted a mask to be over his face because they shoot him in the face. It's it. It's over. Sniper hit him right there. It's done. Robo is done. He is now an automaton. Alex J. Murphy is out of commission. He is kaput. So, yes, that is something that needs to be there. He needs to have a mouth covering from time to time when he's in battle mode. Just cover his mouth when he's in battle mode. That's all you need. But I think that's it. That's all that we can really cover about this. It's Robocop, so it's not much articulation you can really have with this guy. Not too many poses. It's just classic pose, sitting there, standing there, maybe position him in a way to where he can hold the gun a little differently. I just have him like this because he was facing frontward, but you can always do something else with them. And then there's Alex J. Murphy over here just holding his gun. And I like that look because he's just ready. He's just ready. He's out there on the beat and he's just twirling his gun. Until the unthinkable happens, and then he gets to this point where he's like, what does he say? What does he say? Ready or not, live or die. He said, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Yeah. So, would I buy this for $1? I did. I bought it for several dollars. Would you buy it for $1 or several dollars? I think you should. I think you should just go ahead and do this. Again, do not pay full price. Don't pay full price for it. They're asking for $70. Don't do it. Do not do that. Do the best you can to save as much money as you possibly can on this particular thing. Redeem $20 so you can spend only $50. That's reasonable because Robocop is already $30-something, and then the chair adding $20 extra. That's fine. $50, something like that. Find some other kind of deal on Amazon. I know there are not that many big Black Friday deals or Cyber Monday deals that are attacking or that are attached to these particular figures from NECA, but hey, save money where you can. Nobody should be spending full price on anything right now in this time. And the time of this video, it is December. It is December now. Nobody should be paying full price for nothing right now. Wait till January or the last part of winter before you start spending full price on stuff. Because right now, no, don't do that. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, have fun collecting because collecting is fun. Want to say bye?
Bye.
All right, cool.